What's going on, guys? So today on this 00CTOBER review, I'm going to be doing a builder showcase with this guy.
Yo!
If you can't recognize him, because he's wearing a mask. It's fine.
I'm mysterious.
You should know the shirt. The shirt should be obvious. It is the Rodimus13. Of course, go subscribe to his channel. Hopefully I remember to link it down below. I tend to forget. And then I hear about it in the comments. That's so dumb. Actually, all I need to do is go back to our earlier online live stream reviews, because I have it there, and I just go joink, do the thing.
Cut and paste.
Yes. So he brought over his own 00CTOBER custom again this year.
Yep.
Of course, last year he doubled up for reasons. But this year he made a new thingy, kind of in line with our re-rise discussion that we had.
Yes, very much so.
Earlier on. So he's like, hey, how about we tie the thing we did earlier together with the thing you're doing now? That's the only idea. And by the way, I know it's the end of the month, but if you want to buy some 00CTOBER merch, by all means. This is the all-over tee. Got the big V logo way too far over. I need to adjust that. 00CTOBER logo on the arm, and then our good old char chicken on the back of the arm there. I think I did not do a modified char chicken on the shirt.
You need to get that one done.
So we'll be looking at the thing here just in a second. I'm waiting for you guys to go subscribe to his channel. That was not rehearsed.
No, it wasn't.
That's called comedic timing. All right. So just give us before we show it, give us a tiny introduction to the tiny Gundam you're about to show off.
This is what I'm calling the GN Kyūdō, spelled like Kyūdō, though I think there's some accents on there or something like that.
I think it's Kyūdō. I don't think there's an extra O sound.
The idea is this is the Gunpla that Hinata makes, in theory, sometime in the near future. And maybe it's the one that she's piloting when she goes down to Eldora.
Yeah.
And so it's based around the GN Archer, which Kyūdō is the Japanese word for basically the art of archery, or the martial arts form of archery or something like that. And so I kind of based it around that thought process, as well as the outfit that we see her wearing when she goes into GBN and to Eldora. Yeah.
So yeah, this is an idea he sort of came up with back when we were having that discussion. He's like, I think I'm going to make it. And I'm like, okay. And he had stuff laying around, and he's like, I'm going to kit bash.
Yep.
I'm going to kit bash it.
And some of it is ideas that I had for another custom I wanted to do, but I didn't have access to all the kits for it. But I really wanted to do something with this, and then the opportunity came up. It's like, no, this is the time. It's a sign. Do it.
I must do it. Though I will say, just upon visual inspection, I haven't looked at it up close just yet. I'm just seeing what you've got there. It really reminds me of my Christmas Gundam.
Oh yeah, it does have
color scheme wise.
It does have the same color scheme as that.
It's super Christmassy.
That was not my intention.
It's not an intention. He's just it's not that theme. It is what it is, and you're gonna be like, well, why does this count for 00CTOBER? He said it's a Gen Archer, you morons. That's why. So it is what it is. And for those asking the other day about what the reference was in the Zerachiel review, look it up. I'm not gonna tell you here. Come on, you guys expect me to look things up and tell you, and then when I reference something and then you don't look it up, that's on you. Or just read the box. I literally show you the thing. Pause the review and read the thing. If English isn't your first language, it's also in Japanese. So it's okay. I just wanted to bring that up now because I'm treating this like a thing, and he's here to laugh. It's easier to actually have somebody here. Okay, so I think we've put it off long enough. So let's go ahead and look at your Jin Kyūdō. Actually, let's just call it that, Jin Kyūdō.
Jin Kyūdō?
I like that. It sounds better. I just rename everything somebody brings in here. It's like, no, that name sucks. Let's call it this. All right. Flipping the camera around. All right, guys. So here she is in all her wonderful glory. It is the Jin Kyūdō.
Yes.
Make it one word. Just, you know, what is that called when you combine words together? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what the term is.
We'll figure it out anyway. But basically, yeah. And it does look good. I mean, like, we were discussing off camera that he had some paint issues.
Yeah.
And the up and down temperatures and humidity lately have not made it possible to
No,
paint
not in
anything.
the slightest. Not to
No,
mention, I only have certain like times of day that I can do
Like,
painting on, and a lot of
late at night, early in the morning,
basically. And so like
and or weekend.
and like so some of the red was painted with like the porch light on because it was already getting dark.
I'm totally done that before. So let's actually well, hold on. Before we get that, so it's based on Hinata's outfit she's wearing. So I'm going to bring up a shot here. Hopefully I can get a decent, mostly full body shot of her outfit at the end there. You're not supposed to pretend you see the thing. But no, it's like it took me a minute to see it at first. I had to get past the Christmas colors idea first, and then I went, "Oh, now I totally see it." And because it's a review, we got to do turntable time. And turntable time. Now, talk to us about the build process and what you did to get her here.
Okay, so the original concept was to combine stuff from the Strike Noir and the original Wing Gundam, but I couldn't find the original Wing Gundam. And
You couldn't find the HG Wing?
no.
They have them at Target.
Oh, really? Wing or Wing Zero?
Wing.
Oh.
It's the Wing, the re-release of Wing from a while back.
Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, online I couldn't find it.
There you go.
But I did see the G Archer, and I had conversations with you, Shoki, about what would Hinata have as a mobile suit, and I was thinking it would be funny if she had the G Archer because she does archery.
Yeah.
And then it was like, wait, if I combine these ideas that I had, I can do this. And so I got the Strike Noir, which is actually a fairly fun kit, despite the fact that it's ancient in Gunpla terms.
What, 20?
Yeah, because it came out
11?
in 2000 something.
Oh, maybe.
Because like the one I had, I think
2009?
yeah, something like that. So
Huh,
it's
I'll have to look.
getting up there.
That would be an old kid.
And so I got that, stole the wings off of it after building it up and doing a review, and
Oh, that's right, you did.
and then it was actually really easy to attach those to her. It's not really her backpack. It's more.
It's more of a waist pack.
Yeah. And that's where things sort of started there, and then it was just a matter of trying to figure out how to make her legs look like the special pants that we see a lot of.
Puffy pants.
Yeah, the puffy pants.
I think you achieved the puffy pant look.
Yeah, because at one point I was thinking maybe I was going to have to scratch build something, but I was running out of time because I wanted to get this done for you for Double October.
Oh, sure. Just make it about my timetable. You started in September.
And well, also I had all my stuff.
Excuses.
But I remembered I had these parts that I knew I wasn't going to be using off of the Impulse Gundams from Build Divers.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I started playing around with it, and I was like, wait, if I put this here and put that there, it gives it the needed volume. And then once everything's painted,
That's a good way to put it.
And then once everything's painted the same color, it achieved the effect that I wanted. So super happy with how that came out.
All right, so let me get her off the turntable now, and then we can point things out specifically.
Yes.
And or show how it moves. All right, so the G Archer stuff is pretty obvious. That's most of the main body and functionality. But for those who weren't here for the build, point out the different things that you did add to her.
Okay, so the wings are very clearly off of the Strike Noir.
Yes.
Just repainted.
They're gold.
These little engine pod things are from the what was it? The Impulse.
Either Arc or the other one.
The Arc. Impulse Arc.
Arc or Lance.
And then the side skirts that are attached on there are from the Lance.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they look familiar, but obviously not if I haven't built that. Okay, so you actually used both parts from those things just to make that happen.
Yep.
Okay, so let's look at the back, and if you can, is there any good way to see what you did? Did you just plug the arms for the wings where the other ones were?
Yep, just right in there.
And because it is Gen Archer based, let's go ahead and bring out my Gen Archer from way back when. so you can see the differences and
Blast
or
from the
similarities. Actually, give me your custom-made stand there. So
Or how do you want?
just set it in there.
Okay.
All right, so this is the stand he brought. As you can see, it's hard to see because it's black with green metallic over it. So I'm actually just giving him my cool clear green stand because I don't need mine. And so this way we can see them side by side. Whoa, where are your guns going, girl? It's like those are just out there. Like, just... all right. So why are they sitting at different heights? That's odd. I guess she's not crammed down on there. It's fine. Either way, so you can see the main basis for the two, like that, and a major color change. Actually, you almost invert the colors.
A little bit, yeah.
Except for obviously the arms and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a huge difference without the giant wing pods. So that means those are going to crop up in a custom somewhere else down the line.
I have some ideas. I'm almost thinking of just giving them to the Strike Noir.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Just
do
because,
the reverse.
Yeah.
Just,
I have.
So you're gonna Grand Page X-Age it.
Something.
So it's like you take the parts from one and swap to the other.
I have some ideas.
Yeah.
They're not quite fully germinated just yet.
Yeah. So I technically was not involved in this one, like last year's kind of crossover build. He just hit me up for potential ideas or things like that just to help with engineering, but so far it looks pretty cool. And obviously you guys can see the difference. Now the gold paint on the helmet is to replicate like the almost like tiara like thing she has in her hair.
Yeah. Particularly she had something like that in the ceremony.
Yeah, she had like like a little headdress thing.
And so I wanted to do that. Plus I was worried without some sort of modification like that, it was going to look too much like a dressed up GN Archer. I wanted to.
I was like, because it is.
Yeah, because it is. But I basically kind of pulling a trick that Hasbro does with a lot of their Transformer repaints, where a little bit of application of a paint changes up sort of the silhouette, if you will.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's totally not the same thing. Though I was wondering, like, what did you do? Obviously, they're not on there. What did you do with her sidearms?
Those are in a box somewhere.
Okay, because I know when we get to her weapon configuration here in a minute, I was just wondering why you didn't bother using the base of that for that weapon.
I had thought about it. I had played around with it, but it didn't get me what I wanted. It didn't look the way I had envisioned in my head, basically. Okay,
so do you want to show off accessories and weapons now while she's in robot mode?
Sure.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's get the old girl out of the way. This bitch coming in here with her new outfit. I should do more skits. I've only done the one. I should do more. Okay, so go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm out of the way.
All right.
You know how to work around the camera. Just don't take a tongle to the face there.
Okay, so we have this little thing, which I haven't really given a name just yet. Which I've dropped right now.
Yep. Hey, now you know what it's like to be on my set. Where'd that go?
And my thought is that this might be like a little drone-like thing.
Make your life easier.
That flies around with her. But the reason for this is because she does have a basically archery mode.
Oh, cheddar.
So.
Because she is a Gen Archer, right?
Yep. I always found it weird that the GN Archer doesn't have anything that looks like a bow and arrow weapon.
And by the way, you can show where you got the parts for your Gen Archer.
Oh. That's what that came from.
Yep. So he used bits and parts from the Gjallarhorn.
Oddly enough, they're painted the same way.
You know what? That's actually one of my better painted ones. And that's not actually meant to be weathered. That's just how garbage it turned out. Look, it looks like just total sidetrack. It looks like I've got edge shading, and it's actually just the paint not sticking around from the panel lines.
I've had that happen to me before.
Yeah, this is so strangely purposeful. I haven't pulled this thing out in a while.
Okay. So the way this works is I have put a little piece of plow plate here with holes drilled in it.
Okay.
And we just...
Oh, that's scary. I didn't expect that.
You didn't expect that?
No, it's like the Spanish Inquisition.
And then...
How's he going to balance it? It's going to be offset. Oh, it looks fine. Okay. Yeah, see, when you sent me pictures, I could not tell what you had done.
And...
Oh, look at you. Look at it.
It's... Yeah.
You might need to put a real handle on that.
Yeah, at some point I need to, but there we go.
We could work something out before you leave.
Okay.
We're already talking about how to ever so slightly improve it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I like the design of what he's done. Just think it needs ever so slight improvement to fix small issues like that.
And then the idea is...
Can you get the arm across? We could use it. Power bow? Power bow extend? Oh no. Cooperate.
Don't make me look bad on YouTube. There we go.
Yeah, you can do that on his own.
Exactly.
Oh, you stick that down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, because I had not seen the evolution of this weapon. I saw this.
Yeah, so...
Too bad she doesn't come with expressive hands at all.
Yeah, because what I would really like is a hand with
Something
like maybe, or with a holding hand, but with like one finger sticking out, like a trigger hand. I almost used the one that came with Strike Nior, but it was going to be too big.
I don't think a lance holding hand would work, but it would almost get you there.
And so I just kind of imagine like it would condense like GN particles around here and make the arrow, and maybe there would be an effect where like you could see like little electric things making the string of the bow or something. But that's the idea I had.
And for those who are Power Rangers fan, yes, it's very similar to the Bow of Darkness from the Ranger Slayer. I pointed that out to him, and he's like, "What?"
Not intentional, but you had put out the review for Ranger Slayer not too long before I worked on this, so it's possible.
Can I?
Go for it.
I wanna. Okay, I can't. I was going to say you have a perfectly good hole there, but can't make use of it. Well, that won't stay in there.
No.
If you had a square one, that would work.
This sort of
work. Hey, you brought one. Look at you.
So
that doesn't. You know,
it doesn't work.
We need to play around with it.
Yeah.
I do think that it's a really cool idea and it looks neat. Yeah. That's a humidity problem right there. That's what that is.
And that I think came from when I sprayed it with the top coat.
Yeah, that happens. I like the idea of these hinge a little. I'm being very careful because I know it's
all good.
Super tight. So I was trying to figure out, because I hadn't seen you do this yet, so I was trying to figure out why the holes were there, and then obviously that's what you got going on.
Yeah. When I originally like mocked it up, I had the handles like together, and I taped them up, but I was like, I need a more permanent solution so I can display it.
I want to see something. Can I see something? Oh, they don't go there. Oh, okay, I see what's up.
Yeah.
Will that work? Could you? Because I'm thinking if you reverse it. Which way was it? This way? Yeah. If you reverse it and you could make it go flat and then insert them forward into a thingy, that might work out a little bit better. Maybe. Because I'm just thinking of ways to take this and take it to the next level. Make it work for you. It's cool. See the gun? Give me one of your guns. Thank you. Okay. See, like, that would be even cool because that just plugs right in right there. So if you could plug it, like, here, because then she could truly hold it, and you can even have her hold it offset, like an actual bow. That would work.
Oh, something to play around with.
Yeah, because you could totally do that. Because this isn't too difficult to... You could break this apart and use the same bits. Just re-engineer the core of it. That'd be cool. Yeah, that would work. Like I said, I like what you got going on. I think with just engineering, we can improve and make her even better than she is. Because it's a fun idea. I just want to help you execute it to more of your vision. That's the hardest part. It's like when you have an idea in your head, is making it happen. Because like I like the bits here. Because I think that's really cool how you did that.
And getting that to stay together actually wasn't easy because...
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Because what I ended up doing was I had the claw plate, I glued them together.
Yeah.
And it was still kind of uneasy, so I ended up taking a little bit of super glue.
Yeah, I can see that.
Putting it there, and then putting some baking soda on there to basically...
build it up.
Yeah.
Yep. It's always a good trick. Okay. I'm just having ideas. Because I like the details and stuff like that. I want to keep the details. I just want to improve how it works without having to change a ton of stuff. And I think it's doable to get you closer to what you want. That's my whole thing. Is I just want it to be more of what you wanted. And like, because the rest of it works like really cool. Are these just glued in? Are they plugged in? Looks like they're plugged into her ankles.
They can come off, but with the skirt armor, it's harder for them to come out.
I see what you're doing. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Well, because I was wondering if those could be other weapons for her or what. See, this is why the chair was useful. Okay, and then actually, I like the wings look neat, even in reduced form, so to speak. Oh, that'd be cool. Like, okay, so we're gonna put her into flight mode, but it'd be neat if she could use her bow weapon in flight mode as well.
There might be a way to do that.
Yeah, because you've got this clip right here that you're not using. That'd be fun. Just clip it to the nose. Like, so it'd end up with wing. You go ahead and put her into flight mode.
Okay.
Since we're wasting so much footage talking. And guys, by no means am I like trying to be mean to him, but like I like what he did, and I want to help it be, because we talked off camera, and like it's like not 100% what he wants it to be and or do. So we were talking about how to possibly improve it down the line without having to completely remake it. Although it wouldn't. Well, actually, the Strike Nior would be a lot harder to come by.
Well, it got reissued recently. That's how I was able to get mine.
Yeah.
So.
Add in transformation noises. Sorry, I just had the thought of I never know what to do with my arms. You know, like somebody trying to stand there for a picture, and they're like trying to like cross their arms, leave them bowed down to the other side. Like, what do I do with the arms? Because that's the one problem with the Jin Archer is like, because she goes almost into a fetal position when she transforms into flight mode. This one, obviously, with the way you've changed it up, can't do that, so to speak.
Yeah, the legs can't do its reverse bend anymore, at least not easily, and I don't want to risk making things pop off.
I think it would almost look awkward, because this is a much more sleeker transformation.
Let's see.
See. Okay, yeah. So look, if we had a cool little tab that could just go blink and just like tab that under there for attack mode, that would be neat. We can make it happen. Not today, but we can make it happen.
Or have something go up here.
Yeah, that would work too. Well, maybe not on the chest, but yeah, it could work. The round things, that's the problem. We got to fix the round things. All right, so do you want to put her on the stand, make your life easy? Stando changer. Boom, she's in flight mode and on the stand.
Trying to
tuck the wings up as tight as possible.
Yeah. Well, plus these don't peg in very securely.
You mean into this?
Yeah.
The binder.
Yeah, this part doesn't peg into the gray part. Doesn't peg into the red part super securely. I mean, it does, but if you move it around too much, it tries to work its way out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah.
Oh, she's in the middle.
This was one of the things that when I did the initial mock-up of it, and I put the wings on there and transformed it, and I looked at it, I was like, this really works. Like,
ooh, you got a big green streak right here.
That's probably from, because
That's an oopsie.
Yep.
Whoopsie.
Tried to do some masking there to get the green faux cockpit.
I almost want to use a sticker.
I thought about that.
That's the only thing I would have done. Like, that's just for me in that case. I would have just used a sticker.
I just wasn't sure how it was going to come out, so I was like, you know what? I have the time.
Epic. That's how.
I had enough time to try to do that.
And you had green paint.
Yep.
That's why it's
specifically,
like,
I had, and it's like the specific Tamiya green paint.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was just some crud, just sitting there. Let's see here. Things you could possibly do.
Yeah.
Small stuff, like just a little bit of detail, like a little bit of boop, little gray there, little boop, gray there. Obviously, you've seen the original here. How much crap you have to add to it. But like that's the only thing I would do to break up the red just a little bit, add a little bit of gray detailing. Flight mode is interesting, and like I've noticed you like to make flying things. Seems like you really enjoy making transformable.
Well, it's fun.
Gundams.
It is fun making something transformable that wasn't transformable before, or making it transform in a different way.
I guess that's true.
And coming from a Transformers fandom background,
I'm just straightening out her arms. It's bothering me. There we go. Just cleaning that up a little. That's not bad. It's fun. It's fun and interesting.
Having the gold tip on the on the nose of the flight mode I thought was really neat.
Yeah, that definitely changes it up. Oh, there it goes. I was hoping it would go a little bit further, and it did, and that's a good thing. I just really want to. There we go. Just cleaning it up a little. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that's. I think it's Valkylander is what I'm channeling.
It's a little bit like Valkylander because it's red. It's red, gold, and white.
Red, gold, and green
Yeah.
for the thing. So like, let me just because it is a build divers thing, technically speaking. Stay there. So there's the gun dragon. So I mean, you got white wings, gold details, green.
Yeah.
I mean, you built a new flight mode. Oh, you forgot the feet again. You dork. You keep forgetting to fold down the feet. That's the final bit. Of course, she comes in and starts talking super loud while we're in the middle of recording. So there we go. And she's gonna be a good friend to Par, anyways. So that is funny though. I was like, wait, that is straight up Valkylander. And you know what?
Part of me pictures in my head that because Hinata isn't exactly known for building Gunpla, I like to picture that she went to almost everybody for help on this one. That's also why she has parts from the Lancer and the Arc, is because basically she went to those two and they gave her some extra parts or gave her some advice, and that resulted in that. And she could have easily have talked to Par with ideas too.
And for some reason, you told me to bust out a core Gundam, I guess, to show that like she wanted her own version of the core. I don't remember why you wanted me to.
I thought it'd be fun to compare them, and then we went past bot mode.
Now, if we had a core 2 Gundam, by that I mean me, then that'd probably be closer to what you really were going for.
If I'd been thinking, I would have brought the one that I just finished building.
Bonk yourself on the head. Either way, but like I said, it's a cool idea. You did execute it pretty well, especially with you got easy that the wings basically just swapped right on there.
Yeah, I was super pleased when I found out that the parts were just that compatible.
Yeah, and then these just sort of clip in to some degree.
Yeah,
sort of just
do it or you go
in. I'm just making an assumption and being careful.
Yep.
In the doing, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
So she actually kind of has a lot of firepower.
Yeah, surprisingly powerful.
You'll need to take the little drone bit off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Why do people have to be so loud when we're recording? Okay, so either way, that's cool. Yay! Flight mode. So, guys, down below, say all the nice things you want to about his Jin Kyūdō. Because you should be nice. Are you gonna show it on your channel after the fact?
Maybe, or
just show off all your 00CTOBER builds at some point, because you did 2 last year, and well, 1 was not on for the thing. We just included it. You know, just kind of show them off down the line. And then in theory, there will be a slight update to it down the line if I can convince him to update some of the engineering and stuff like that. Things we can play around with.
Yep.
Things we can make happen, because I can feel that it's at like 80%, and you want that last 20, and you're just like, I want to help that. It's like, I don't want to build it by any means. It's like I don't look at this and go, I can make this better, because that's kind of dickish. It's like, to me, it's like I want to help you know how to make it what you want it to be. And you've seen how I'm struggling to re-engineer things over here and want to make new things for myself in the same way. So I want to get you to that level as well.
I think part of what prompted me to do this also was when I had worked on the my Jin Sniper 2, and that didn't go quite as far in your contest as I had hoped. And so I kind of wanted to like prove to myself that I could still make something cool and creative. Not that the Jin Sniper 2 wasn't cool and creative, but basically
that was a different situation.
Yeah, just I wanted to push myself a little bit more and see what I could do, and just prove to myself that I still got it, basically.
Yeah. The only thing that would make this cool, and there's no good way for us to do it, is if her legs could do what the Harut's does instead of using the knee joints. If it collapsed in,
that could be cool.
If it could slide in and out, that would be really cool. For this, it would be for even for the design of the model. That's not just saying for you, but the way like you've got the thrusters and the extra side bits here, that would be really cool, because this looks like it would slide up right into her existing side skirts and just become more compact if the knees could do that. Yeah, I mean, you would have to strip down a Harut and shrink things to make that work. Because that's actually, because you haven't built one, it has a slide joint. Like,
Does the HG have that? Or
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Because you have to take the knee off, push it in, and then put the kneecap back on for that to work. And it's just a slide joint, and just one little block is what holds it in place to make that function. But totally different size thing, you know. But it would be interesting if it was doable, because then you could really start making it into almost a real transformer at that level. But yeah, no, it's an interesting idea. I like the puffy pants idea. It's so funny that it comes across. Like, I was like, oh, that's her pants. I was like, those look like pants, and I went, oh, those are her pants.
That's why I made sure that they were all one color, with the exception of like the joints, because very rarely do you have joints be the same color as the rest of the armor.
What the hell is that? Dub shaming. You bring over a fully painted kit with a big ass nub on it. It's funny. Either way, guys, go do the like, subscribe thing. Of course, like I said before, you know, go check out the previous things he did last year, because you think he had 2 in a row. And then, of course, you know, go watch all the rest of 00CTOBER stuff like that. Go subscribe to Rodimus as well. Did you do a build log on it at all?
No.
Oh, come on, go do some build logs.
I was busy with all the stuff going on in my channel and worrying about Rodimus threatening me with monsters and stuff.
It's not threatening you with monsters, I don't think. I think it's more of a warning. Maybe, I don't know.
Who can tell with that guy?
I don't know. I'm just glad he's not around this year after last year's debacle.
Yeah.
So, as long as I don't get unduly thrown into somebody else's mess again this year, that's all that matters.
I will strive to not unduly throw you into any of my mess this year.
But guys, that's it. We'll see you next time. Remember, as always, keep on building. Sit up a little bit. Show some pride. Makes the gut go away a little bit. Suck it.
Suck it in, folks, for the Ghostbusters.
Yep, gotta have the. This is what the outtakes are for at the end of the video.